Welcome to The Explainer. So if you've ever tried setting up a US business from abroad, you already know it kind of feels like navigating a maze blindfolded, right? Well, today we're completely demystifying the US LLC formation process for non-residents. I'm literally so excited to guide you through this step by step and show you exactly how to navigate this application. Let's just dive right in. Okay. So this is the big question, isn't it? You want to open a US company, you want to get an EIN, and you desperately need to start accepting payments with platforms like Stripe or PayPal, but there's a massive roadblock. You don't live in the US, you don't have a US address, and you certainly don't have a social security number. It sounds impossible, I know, but I promise you it is absolutely achievable. Now, the absolutely crucial point here is that you really can't do this efficiently on your own. Your very first step and your ultimate gateway to solving this whole non-resident puzzle is going through the ITN.com. They're a certifying authorized agency. And what does that actually mean for you? It means they handle the entire LLC formation and that highly complex IRS application completely on your behalf. Once you reach out to them, they send you an official intake form, and that exact form is what we're decoding today. So here's our agenda for today. 1. The non-resident gateway. 2. Naming your U.S. company. 3. Defining your business operations. 4. The hidden passport trap. 5. Finalizing your application. And 6. Your final preparation checklist. All right, Section 1. The non-resident gateway. The first step. So, when you first make contact and log into your dashboard, the sheer simplicity is honestly kind of striking. You'll see your order, and it just says Form 1 of 1. Literally, that's it. This is the only form you actually need to fill out, because the agency does all the heavy lifting behind the scenes. Based on this one single intake form, they form your LLC, they apply directly to the IRS for your EIN, and get this, they even provide a free business address that includes a full year of unlimited mail scanning. It's a pretty incredible all-in-one solution.
Moving right along to Section 2, naming your U.S. company. Choose 3 preferences.
You're going to be asked to provide 3 company name preferences. Now, why 3? Well, because your first choice might actually already be taken in your state of registration. But here's the absolute golden rule you've got to remember. Pick a name that relates directly to your personal name or your specific business niche. Why does this matter? Because U.S. banks and payment providers look way more favorably on business names that actually make sense and clearly align with what you do. But hey, a quick word of warning regarding your niche. You need to absolutely avoid selecting names associated with highly regulated industries. Seriously, stay away from gambling, pharmaceuticals, marijuana, adult content, and vapes or e-cigarettes. Operating in these spaces requires extra, highly specific licenses. If you associate your new LLC with these industries, you're practically guaranteeing application hurdles, major delays, or just outright rejections from banks and the IRS. Keep it simple and keep it safe. Let's look at Section 3. Defining your business operations. What exactly do you do? So, you'll start by selecting your industry. And if it's not listed, no big deal, just select Other and type it right in. Then you'll need a brief business description. We're talking just 3 to 5 clear sentences about what you actually do, followed by the items or services you sell. Now, here's where people tend to get a little nervous. Questions about generating revenue, employee count, and U.S. customers. Listen, please just be entirely honest here. If you aren't making money yet, just say no. It's perfectly fine either way. The IRS isn't judging your startup's success here. They just really love their record keeping. Next up on the form, you'll choose your company type. For the vast majority of non-residents, an LLC is definitely the best fit. But you've got to choose between a single-member LLC, which means it's just you, or a multi-member LLC, meaning you have partners. I really want to point out a crucial detail here. If you select a multi-member structure, you are suddenly multiplying the required documentation. The agency is going to need passport scans and detailed contact information for every single member you list. After that, the form will ask for your personal details, first, middle, and last name. Sounds straightforward, right? But watch out for this specific question. Is this the same as your birth name? If you changed your name at any point in your life, maybe after a marriage, providing your original birth name in this section is absolutely critical for IRS compliance. Please do not overlook this, or it's going to cause major friction with your paperwork down the line.
Okay, Section 4, the hidden passport trap. Do not skip it.
I'm going to radically slow down here for a second, because this is without a doubt the most critical piece of this entire process. On the form, you're going to see a button that says Upload Passport Scan, and in parentheses, optional. I need to be 100% clear with you right now. That optional label, it is a deceptive trap. do not fall for it. As a non-resident, the IRS strictly and absolutely requires your passport to verify your identity before they will ever issue your ITIN and EIN. If you skip this upload just because the form says it's optional, your application will be instantly flagged, causing massive delays or even an outright rejection. You must upload it. Now, to ensure your passport is accepted by the famously picky IRS on the very first try, you got to follow these strict rules closely. All four corners of your passport document must be visible. Both the top and bottom halves must be included in the image. It has to be in full color and not blurry at all. And crucially, your passport must be valid for at least 6 more months from the date of application. Oh, and a pro tip here, it's highly preferable to use a real flatbed scanner rather than just snapping a quick photo with your smartphone. Get this done correctly and your application will sail right through.
All right, moving to Section 5, finalizing your application. We're almost done.
Okay, we navigated the trap. Take a breath. Toward the bottom of the form, you'll find a section asking for business partner details. Now, don't let the phrasing confuse you here. They're actually just asking for your contact info. You need to provide your phone number and make sure to include your country code alongside your best email address. Then, you got to provide your full home country address, street, city, state or district, country, and zip code. The agency fundamentally needs this to officially register your company and securely communicate with the IRS on your behalf. And just like that, we're at the finish line for the form. Step 1, rigorously review every single field for accuracy. Seriously, double check your spelling. Step 2, hit submit. And step 3, well, that's where the relief sets in. The agency completely takes over from here. They form the LLC, they get that vital EIN, they set up your registered agent, and they initialize your new US business address. Your active work is totally done. Finally, Section 6, your final preparation checklist. Get ready. Before we run through the final list, I really want to anchor this number in your mind, 50. The source material graciously provides a promo code, Alicia50, which actually gives you a $50 discount on the agency's service. Definitely keep that in your back pocket. So before you even click the link to begin your application, gather this information so you're totally prepared. You need your 3 company name preferences ready to go. You need your industry picked out and a 3 to 5 sentence business description written down. Have your list of products or services ready? Know exactly how you're going to answer the revenue, employee, and U.S. customer status questions. Decide beforehand if you're doing a single or multi-member LLC. And lastly, have your full personal name and your birth name ready if it is changed. And for the second half of your checklist, the absolute most important item. Have that mandatory passport scan ready, making sure it's valid for 6+ months and follows all those strict visual rules we just discussed. Have your phone number with a country code, your email, and your full home country address on hand. And finally, have that promo code Alicia50 ready to apply for your discount. So, I'll leave you with this final exciting thought. Are you ready to finally launch your U.S. business from abroad? You now have the exact blueprint to bypass the traps and establish a rock-solid foundation. The only question left is, what business are you going to build in the U.S.? Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer, and happy building.